Oh. Oh. Wait. See, I was gonna say, is she hunting? I thought that I was already making things into components. Apparently not. These are all of my forms. I guess that's a good start. But keep in mind, this file is like 600. Should I make like each part reducing copy paste stuff? Hmm. Into files. This is wait. Start with sections. This is a file. What? Right here. Easy. Splitting it up. But once I start splitting stuff up, then the app just stops working. Ooh, that's another thing. Um, yeah, that's the thing to learn how to split them. I'm scared. And it's not really as easy as React is. Like I just now learned how to pass things through to child components in Angular. And I don't want to get into like prop drilling and stuff like that. I mean, you're not wrong. What I'm gonna do so that like I'm not I'm gonna ask Claude to give me some sense of direction because like I don't want to like ask every single step of the way. I want to learn how to refactor things. I think my files are a little long. How can I begin refactoring when I've never refactored before? Wait, I don't want you to make changes. I just want you to teach me things. Um, Looking at this one, it's 638. Wow, good, Claude, good. Um, and definitely could benefit from refactoring. Wow, shots. Here are the key refactoring techniques you can apply. Extract methods. Break large methods into smaller focused ones. Extract classes, services. More related functionality, you separate files. This formatting is a little bit off. I guess. Crap. Okay. Not overdo it. When do you know when to stop? Single responsibility. Each method class should do one thing well. Hold up.
Am I here?
Yes. And your voice is on stream.
Awesome. My beautiful voice guiding you towards the light.
I'm looking at this and I don't know
So
if
look,
this is right
just
or not.
ignore the.
Okay.
Oh, I've spoken to Kenny quite a few times now, but chicken always chickens out. So let's go through your shit and let's see. So properties, I mean properties are gonna stay properties unless they are very unrelated. So let's look at what you have. You have what is this page? Line this is a line report. Okay. Let's look
Yes.
at the page. Let's look at how it looks. I mean as in
Like
the
going
browser.
to oh, okay.
By by looking at it first we can refactor this as well, but I'm just wondering how it looks so I get a feel for which code to
This
expect here.
is the form because this is just a form, but this is the
Just
form right here. Let's try this. This is all it is.
so you see oh what do you mean? Oh now you opened 50 things. Which one is what?
No, this file right here, this component right here, this line report one is this.
Aha, that's the pop-up thing, basically.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what you've been working on for. No, it's not just the form, it's for validating the. You
Yes.
know what it is, Chicon.
But it
And it's not
works.
just this, because every time he changes it, there's different forms for different lines, right? Oh,
Yeah, well, yeah, well, yes. Like for example,
yes.
this one is a line report for this line. Like say for example, this is the line name in the product that's running right now. And this is
But if you.
this one right
Yeah.
here. It's F4, the line that is supposed to be running, but it's actually changing over to this one right now. So let me choose another one just to prove it. F3
we
is running this.
we 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 believe you. It's
Okay.
fine. You don't need to prove stuff.
Okay.
You're. This is not a competition.
But he said that it was
We're all
700
better.
lines, and I wanted to justify why it was
This is
700
not a.
lines.
This is not a competition. We're already better than you. There, you already lost. It's already over.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mm, just so you don't compete. Okay, I had to put or treat yourself as a winner, and then in that case, you also don't need to prove anything, whichever
You
way you
really
like.
took Slovenia being number 4 to heart.
What? You gonna lower me to number 5?
No,
No.
but
Okay,
Germany
let's
is
go back to your.
Germany.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying I don't rank countries because like every country has a separate thing that is nice. Croatia has beautiful coastlines. You can't. There's except for maybe south of France, you could compare, but otherwise I wouldn't. Uh, the variety of beaches, and then Germany has other things. France has other things. Spain has other things. I mean, you can't. It depends on what you enjoy, and you can just switch up. You want coastline? You go Croatia, yeah, parts of Italy, Greece.
Not Spain.
Want yeah, but I haven't. I can't speak to that because I haven't experienced Spain. Yeah, you want robbery? Go U.S. You wanna get shot? Go U.S. You wanna have a bad experience with healthcare? Go U.S. You want a bad education? Go U.S. You wanna see racism? Go U.S.
Oh, so France doesn't have racism. Okay, all right.
Not on your level. No, no, don't worry.
Huh?
Do not worry.
What? All right, fine.
Don't worry. Not on that level. Not on your level.
You spit in Americans' food in
Not
France.
food. What do you mean food?
If
That's just
someone
because
mentions that they're
that's just
American, French people spit in their food.
that's not racism.
Yes, it is.
No, American is not a race. What are you talking about?
Well,
See,
okay,
education
nationalism.
again. Education strikes again. No, no, no. That's also not nationalism because then they would spit in everyone else's food too. But they don't spit in German's food, just the U.S. That's just common sense. That's just normal
Discriminatory.
No, normal common sense. Oh, the tip culture. Oh, let's not forget that. Yeah, you wanna tip and go to US. Now let's go back to your code. Now I know which form we're dealing with. Go back to your code. Let's look at it together and let's make it nice.
Okay.
Now that I okay, so you can let's slowly scroll down. So you have here we have 50 lines of
I'm trying to
okay.
find
So you
this
need
this one right here.
yeah. So you construct, you initialize the fields which are gonna be there. Then no, not that fast, not that fast. So initialize the form, right? Which does sets the informations. You have already, so this is already part of technically refactoring, having update available products. You don't have the code of update available products. That's probably what Claude did there. Those three, yes, it did. That was Claude's. Lines. I'm talking about lines 195 to 202. Yes. See, that one is a perfect line 204, and below that one is a perfect thing for a refactor because it says there set current product as if available. So that could be a function. That whole if statement, whatever is below it, until the if finishes, that could be literally a function name, set current product if available, right? That whole thing could be its own if you're
So this is just like the first thing that I do.
yeah, you can. That's a easy first refactor. Create a function that literally says what?
So you
Set
say
current
easy.
product.
This is gonna take me 50 hours to finish this.
No, it's not because the function name is just set current product.
Hmm. I feel like I'm in an interview. My hands are getting sweaty. Just
Shut
split
up.
small stuff into smaller tasks. Don't think about the overall goal.
And just copy paste everything. All those lines, just copy paste them in there. Done.
Wait, what? That's refactoring?
That's one part of it. We've done
What?
one thing, so
Hold up.
this
Wait.
is
This I put right here, set current product, and then I feed in the line line not
this
current
is one part of it. We're just doing, like I said, we're doing the easy stuff.
and
No,
then
just feed in the whole line doc. Why? Do you not
oh
you
whoops.
don't need?
Whoops.
Why not pass the whole line doc?
Because I'm seeing that right there. My bad.
Yeah, but what? Why not pass the whole line doc? I'm asking. Maybe
Why
you will need it someday. Just pass the whole thing.
why is that doing that though? Huh.
Why are you typing it differently
Oops.
than
Sorry.
what? What?
This is different. Had I
And
guess.
now add the type of it.
Uh, okay, this is just how I start. Okay, cool.
Now,
Now from
now,
here,
now, clean up shit, which is basically align it. Yeah, like there you go. You refactored one tiny bit,
this is what
right? Now
refactoring
it's
is?
what? Oh my god, this guy. This is so. If I come to your company and you show me the finished product, I just say, "Oh, this is what turbo. That's nothing. I can buy those at any store." You do that. You just buy them and show me. Oh, it's so easy.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I was thinking refactoring is gonna be like some like multi-year project and like
Why? It depends on what you want to do. The second, so here, the exactly like Chicken says, there's no specific, because right now you have one form that is all interrelated. You could split the thing into sections, right? You could have the temperature section totally separated from the other sections if you wanted, right? So it's in a different file, let's say, because you have a right there's the bottom part is all the temperature thingies that you
yes.
have in the right. So those could be technically a separate component, which could be a separate file. You could work on that. Right now, we just did something that is very simple. Doesn't mess with any files. We just put code that belongs together, which is good because now you can just take this function. If you later, if you wanted to, let's say, you could put a function that you use again and again. Let's say this is not a set current product, but in another file you do get all lines, for example. So you put that function into its own utilities file, and you can use it from anywhere if you want to get all lines from your database, right? You don't copy paste, you just include that file. But if you have the code in between other bullshit, you can't do that.
I just realized that, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's isolated. Now this point, if you need to set current product of a line for some, well, this is hardly translatable because, but I mean movable to other places. But certain functionality can be. Once it's in its own function, it you know what it depends on. You quickly see how it needs a line doc. Well, you have a few other things here. This is all I need. Yeah, types.
And not just
See,
slapping
types is
any
in it.
everywhere.
Now let's figure out what the type of line doc is. So place yourself on the call, which is line 205. Hover over line doc, and what's the type there?
Any.
No, that's not line 205. That's line 2. It's still any. Well, let's go higher. And that's because on
Any.
line 183, you got this dot selected line. What does that function do? This dot
Input
selected line.
signal.
Yeah.
Wait,
Control click.
is that
Click
a
it.
thing? Input
Click it.
signal?
Cl-
Huh? This is it.
No, 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 no. You're not reading. You're not reading it. It returns any.
Oh, okay.
So go
Okay.
to that function.
Where's this where's the root of this? Crap.
Control click it. Control click it. Control click it. Control click it.
Oh, it's like the root of it. Oh. Oh. I think I'm feeding this in from the
It is a
dashboard.
signal that returns an any. I don't know enough about this shit.
Well, it's not a signal, it's an input.
It all leads back to any. Chicken is correct. Yeah, but that because the any in there is already an any. It's already wrong
Oh,
because
this can
what is
snowball
that
out of
input?
control. Hold up.
Yeah.
This is being fed right here. And wait, sorry. Where is this? Yes. And
So that's a
this is an
string.
any.
That's a string actually, right? No? That
Huh?
should be, isn't that a string? A line?
Where?
The others are booleans. Those are, but the selected line is a string.
It's an any.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It should be a string, I'm saying. Can you put string in there? What'll happen?
It'll probably break everything under it. Oh, because
Well,
it's a null. Let's do that.
we can try and we will see, and now it's empty, let's say. And now let's check what it does.
Set it to that. If I'm setting
Ah,
it to that, could I set it to an
yeah.
object?
Oh, wait. Don't rush. Let's read. Let's read the error.
It should be the actual doc. I kind of am doing that, but
Argument ID string is not assignable to parameter string. What?
what? That doesn't make sense. Wait.
Oh, the thing is the whole document.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Put it back to any for now. We can get back to that later because yeah. What do we change to string? Put it back to any. I see what it is now. Oh, it even says line doc. My bad. Bad small font reading. But you can. So this is a already very self-contained component. But how is your dashboard, for example? Is your dashboard split up into pieces?
Not really. It's just kind of one big file. 500.
See, that one we can work on more easily, so you get a bit used to doing shit before if you even want to do this.
I do. I just don't know where to start because, like, if I'm starting on my
Yeah,
dashboard, does it
let's go
make
to the
sense if
dashboard.
I'm just now starting to like start at the dashboard that affects other smaller things, or do I start
No,
at
it
the
doesn't.
smaller things and then work
It
my way up into?
doesn't affect anything. It cannot affect anything. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just let's go to the dashboard and we are on the dashboard. Okay. So how does the dashboard is wait, which one is the dashboard? Which page?
We're in here right now.
No, I mean the looks of it, the
It's
in the
just this
browser.
page, like the bottom part of under the nav
How
bar. This is just the whole dashboard.
and when you click on one of them, it's also the dashboard. Those could be components. I mean, if you click on one of the lines,
Oh, I see what you're saying. How am I doing this? These are just cards.
oh, this is already pretty small, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's it's spanning about 50 lines.
Well, if you wanted, technically, you could put the cards into their own file, I guess. If that was uh, th- if you don't see this changing much, again, like Chicken said, and I agree, there's no like set rules here. That's how you typical. Yeah, it's one thing you kind of want it to be self-contained, but on the other hand, if there's no if there's never gonna be any reuse of this, if there's never, it's never gonna be changing much, whatever. In the end, you can just leave it and let it be. But then the main part about the refactoring is reused bits and easily changing bits, right?
Hmm.
Those are uh, there's other reasons, but for our purpose here right now. So let's say you wanted to reuse those little beautiful cards you made for in some other place.
Hmm.
Now you can't, right? You can't just say, "Show me the same card for that line here in a whichever other page you are on."
Hmm. I don't think I would be
So
using
if
it in any other place though.
well, if you have like problem reports or something on that list, you could for a specific line, you could do a card for that line to see this is happening now and these are the problems. Just there's just an example. I'm not familiar enough with the details of your page, even though I see it daily.
Well,
But
well,
one good reason for splitting up stuff is so you can reuse it in other places. The other good reason is if you change it later, it's easier to change because it's very isolated compared to being mixed up with other things. Right? If you have a huge block of code instead of a tiny function, it's harder to change. Those are the main reasons. Yeah.
Reusability is not the only reason to do it either. You can move a bunch of logic there if you wanted to, so
Yes, that's so you have it compartmentalized. Basically, that's the reason for that's the what Chicken is saying is in the end is maintainability, because one component is all that's related to that component is together. Nothing else is there, and so you're just working on that thing.
I think
Right? So if your card component is one file or those two JavaScript and HTML, but it's just two files and they're very tiny, then you can change anything about a component and the other shit around it can't break if the component is nicely isolated. But if it's together with a bunch of other stuff and you can access everything anywhere, right? Then you can break anything. But if it's like Chicken said, that's the other thing I was trying. Chicken said it better or another way. Isolated and maintainable long term and
so. I kind of already
understandable.
have it refactored
I
because
don't
you
know. I
described it
didn't.
as already self-isolated.
Yeah, but this is you have dashboard, which is one huge file, and all of this is in there, right? Yeah, like Chicken said, those are the cards I meant. Look, like that F1, F2, F3, F4.
Where?
A card.
I'm doing a for loop.
Yeah, but one of those cards could be just its own file. So cut out all the lines that represent a card, put it in a card file, call it the line card. Like you said, like you have a class here line card, put it in a line card file, included, and it's now more isolated. Or well, you'll see if something can break. And it's the same with not just with the HTML code, also the code that is responsible for showing it. Exactly, as Chicken said.
I'm trying to think.
So yeah, so one of those is a file, and of course all the rest down here as well. Each whatever the stuff you call line actions, like create report or start change over, those are actions. Those can also go in their own files,
I see what
and
you're
then
saying now.
problems. Sorry.
I see what you're saying now. So in this for loop, this entire thing from here to
Mm-hmm.
line
The
58
entire card,
would be
whatever it is.
something
Yes,
like
that's its own
at
component.
blah blah line dash card and then do it like that.
Yeah, sure. If you want it as a component, yep. Yeah, you can do
Oh,
it either way. You can, I mean, depending on how the framework works, this is your decision. Either uh, you repeat the whole code, and I mean, in a function, or you make it a component is your decision. In the end, it'll be the same anyway.
hmm. My
But
main
don't joke about my accent is typical uh southeast Balkan. So
oh, my main reason for refactoring is readability. Like for example, me
Yeah, it
stumbling
will
over
become more
stuff
readable.
is like
Yeah,
I don't like this at all, and I want to make it more readable and without like collapsing stuff.
yeah, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. If you look at the if you go back to the dashboard, right?
The HTML or the TypeScript.
Yeah, the HTML. Sorry, and oh, there's a stream delay. It's a HTML. Yeah. So if you imagine all of that being just like you said, line card line, then you quickly see, oh, okay, we go through. Delete. Go back to what you had here. Can you redo your edits? And sorry, there's a stream delay. Yeah, now delete the stuff. You can undo. Delete the commented out stuff.
Delete it?
Yeah, you can undo it. Just delete for now. You have an undo button. There's no pain in hitting delete on the commented out shit. No, I meant no, I meant what? Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah. See, now for me, this is more readable. What do we do for each line? We create we create a card, sweet and to the point code. How a card works is unrelated to the whole dashboard, right? You
Mm-hmm.
pass the ID and whatnot here, but how your dashboard is structured, how one card works and whatnot is not related to what the dashboard does. What the dashboard does is it shows. Now, if you look at this quickly, you see you have a line section, you output the lines, you have a whatever line info section, right? And if you do it like this, your dashboard will basically be 1, 2, 3 of those tiny 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line sections. This will be your dashboard. You'll have line selection, line actions, and problems. So you have 3 sections on your main page, and the whole dashboard will be around 30 lines. And then you
What?
see what?
The HTML is gonna be about 30 lines?
This one, yes. But you will have, of course, the app line card will be those lines that you just deleted. Of course, you will paste them there, right?
Oh, I think I'm seeing the power of refactoring. But I think
it's
HTML is a lot easier to refactor than TypeScript, right?
it dep- it always depends on, well, you refactor TypeScript partially. It depends on it because there's no rule. It depends on what you want to achieve and where it makes sense, right?
Hmm.
Here it makes sense to make the whole dashboard tiny and to the point. Your dashboard basically has 3 sections. It has a line, it has the top, at the middle is the actions, I call them. I don't know what you call them. You have info. And then you have the bottom with the problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything? No. 3 sections. So you will have 3 pieces of this code basically. Uh, and this each is 5 lines or whatever, so you'll be 30 lines in total. Uh,
Okay.
okay, now chicken is now going into details, but yeah.
And then when you have your class, you just do something like line ID equals the line equals the line ID, whatever, and in the HTML, your component. That's not, wait, I have to read that. What?
He's written it in such a way that not even I understand. But what I think he means is like right here, app line card. You would pass the line ID here, right, to the app on your line 14 right now. Yeah.
Where line equals, uh,
Right.
wait,
You would pass line ID, for example, here.
line.
Uh,
or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I
Right. So this thing gets the
this?
inline information, and now when you render it, you have a info, right?
What the heck?
Kinda.
This, I think, is what he's saying. Do this. I don't know how to pass that in, but I get it. I think.
Yeah, I also because of this framework, I'm not sure what you can pass or not pass.
Yeah.
Uh, if I would in pure HTML, I would pass if it's a component, I would pass the IDs. Line ID equals input. What in the export? What Chicken? You gotta say. Tell us where are we talking about, the TS or the HTML file now? What are we? What are we even doing? But anyway, you have the option. So if you can now create a file, a component that is the app line card, you'll be there halfway.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, because I'm just putting in this component without passing in any data, it probably won't work. But
Of
if I
course, you need to
do
pass it
this, like,
the
equals something like, or I don't know, like line one, details, whatever. And then line two detail, or like, crap.
I I don't know what we're doing right now.
It's making sense, but I have to figure out how to do it the Angular way. I get what you're saying.
You already passed whole components to in another class. I forgot where.
What do you
To
mean?
a component. You already did that.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to reference down here, but it's looking a lot different. Maybe because I haven't set it up in one, this component doesn't exist yet, and that's why it's like giving me so many errors. But like,
But anyway, yeah. So that way, exactly. But
yeah.
you would just pass the line basically, and yeah.
Okay.
Exactly the same way. But look how tiny your code will get in this section. And then again, found the link. What?
Okay.
Chicken found the link. So
Mm,
why are you so scared of Europe? Who told you such horror stories? Hmm?
um.
What? And why are you afraid of cheese and chocolate?
Oh, I just don't like
I
chocolate, and I
mean,
don't like cheese.
but why? Did you have bad experience with chocolate or
Chocolate just
cheese?
kind of doesn't do anything for me. It just tastes.
Aha. So it's not. It's totally untasty to you.
It just
Interesting. Maybe you only eaten American chocolate
maybe.
because I don't know what you've been fed as a kid. But you grew up privileged, I heard. So maybe you're too upper class and you need more
Is
delicious
chocolate for poor
chocolate.
people?
No. Poor people eat bad chocolate.
Oh,
Privileged people only get good chocolate.
but I
Maybe
don't
you
like
need the
chocolate
poor
either
people
way.
chocolate, but maybe you need poor people chocolate or higher class people chocolate. I'm joking. Look at Chicken's laughing. He got my sarcasm there. Okay, at least.
Oh yeah, I think.
Uh,
Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. I tasted
ooh,
Hershey's one time, and it didn't taste good, and I've just never liked chocolate since.
oh my God, that's like, yeah. I see I see the type of person you are. I tasted Hershey's and all chocolate is bad. I saw SpongeBob and all European food is bad. Uh-huh.
It looks like this. All right.
Just go on Google.
All right, chicken. You've crossed the line.
What? How could he cross the line with agreeing with you?
No, the second
He agreed
part
with you.
of what he said.
The root beer is bad too. Yeah, I agree. What is even the root beer? Who wants some beer from the roots of under the mud? Basically, roots are mud. Oh my god. Yeah, the roots are in the ground, in the mud,
Root beer is like the
and
best
it's
soda,
yeah, it's soda. It's not even beer. Exactly.
but
You
it
just
tastes
agree with.
good
But why call it beer if it's not beer?
because okay, if it was just beer, it would just be called beer. It's called root beer. It's something different.
So it's not beer. It's called root beer, but it's not beer.
Aluminium.
Exactly.
Anyways,
I didn't love you.
let's focus on Angular. I don't know what this is supposed to say or supposed to be. So wait, this is just a TS file. This lets you the bind to the property in the template. Custom slider. Okay. This is just the app name or the component name. Value 50. Value is going to read 50. Okay.
Yes.
You can explicitly declare a type for your input by specifying a generic parameter to the function. If an input without a default value is not set, the value is undefined.
Oh, chicken. He already did this in a ladder. He already passed values to a component.
Here.
Hit right here. No, no, you were right there. No, no, back to HTML. Yeah, this is this exactly that, and in the in the HTML, he already did exactly this. We did this. We did this. Yeah, this is exactly this.
For the smaller component. But wouldn't it essentially be the same thing?
Yeah. It will be the same. That's what he's trying to say. I think we he I think we both misunderstood him. He's not trying to teach you this. He's just trying to tell you that yes, even for our line card, we can do the same thing. I think. Am I correct, chicken?
Yes, same,
I
right?
don't know if your brain understand this was the same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That see that he. Yeah. He's just trying to tell you it's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It
Because this
is.
kind of looks
Yes.
familiar from what I've already done or already seen.
Yes.
But also,
Yes.
I have a question too. If I type in
Ask.
string or number, that's setting the type, right?
Yes.
Now, I can also, and this is kind of going back to what one of
Let's
your one.
first before you go anywhere, let's just first go back to your code and decide whether to undo what you did before you lose anything. Undo it, or are we
Oh yeah,
gonna go forward with?
I had it cut already, so it's still here.
No, no. I'm just saying, are we gonna do this refactor, or are you gonna undo it? Then do it now, so I can fearlessly speak. Okay. Okay. Just before because my brain constantly goes back to you'll forget something or whatever, or we'll forget and drift off to some other place, and
Oh yeah, I
then
never copied
half of
anything
your
after
app will
that.
be.
Ne-
So yeah, okay.
Question: typing string or number right here is setting the type. Now this is going back to the specifics of limitations of that. See, this is my question. Can I put in an interface right here?
What kind of interface?
Like say for example, there's an interface. I don't have an interface here? What the heck? An interface for the daily line
Well,
reports.
because first let's start from there. The when you get inputs of no, when you get inputs from HTML, you know what the inputs can be. It's either text fields or checkboxes. There's nothing else so far that I would know in HTML. So there's no way to get a structure out of it. right? Your inputs are all text anyway. It's all either a text field or a date field, or, well, can you pass date through?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Well, if if you can pass a whole components, that's different. But from HTML side, like if you were to just wait, no, you did already pass. If you go back to the dashboard,
HTML.
HTML, sorry, yeah.
Go all the way down. These
And if you go to here, yeah, you pass the whole um
doc.
the whole doc.
Yeah.
However that looks in the app, I have no clue. What can you control click on that selected line doc on the right side? Or can we get to the function?
This is still in my dashboard, and it's coming in as an any.
Right, this is the whole doc. This way you can right. So here, yeah, you can pass here. However, the Angular does it, you can, but not from. I mean, normally in HTML you wouldn't because everything is text.
See, the thing about Angular is signals are like use state for um React. Signal is basically the same. Well, I don't want to like say basically, but it's Angular's version of it.
Well, yeah, this chicken, this any is basically what we were looking at before. You would need to, for this to be changed to a type, you would need to first change that into a type, which is, we have it defined lower. You pass, go lower, lower, lower
Where?
down. Sorry, delay. Fuck.
How much lower?
Yeah, wherever you assign that thing, you pass it like some object where there's an ID and then
Right
three
here.
dots and a different document. There, right? So you would need to create an interface which has to have this as a type. You would have to have an interface of an
ID.
ID and whatever the data in there is. And now you would need to know what the data fields are. I have no clue what they are. No. So now you have to go inspect that part. What the line snapshot is, what's the data in it, and make it strict. Oh,
I could just go to the database and see what's in there, but I'm gonna see if Claude can look at it
yeah, yeah, sure, he can. I'm pretty sure he
just to
can.
see if it'll like be smart enough to do it.
But what does that? Before you do that, let's. Uh,
What?
well, okay,
Where is this
let
making
him
this
do that.
at? What the heck? Models. I don't have this. Oh. Oh, this is kind of intelligent. Oh, crap. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. See, that's another way also refactoring, putting a because you will reuse this
wait
some
a
other
minute.
place as well,
Wait a minute. Wait a
right?
minute. Wait a minute. Yes.
Yes.
I need to see if this is actually what I'm looking at. Let me go to my database right here, lines, and yeah. Yeah. ID, which is right here. The name, F1. Ooh, it doesn't have status or all this other stuff.
But why not?
I don't think it sees it because I'm never using it. Well, I am. I
Just put everything in there. Now you know what you need to do, and sort them in the same way you have sorted it everywhere or in your document.
ooh, let me tell it. Um, I also have status. Uh,
How would How would it know?
Huh?
How would it know the types?
I'm telling you. Oh, true. Um, whoa.
Why don't you just type it in that into that exact file, but just type it in? You will type the same thing. He will. You're telling it to type. You're already typing it.
What? Just copy paste this?
Just take the file it generated, and you're literally typing what you would type into the interface. You're typing status string. What I don't see below your head. Your head is too big for me to see. But yeah, you're literally typing what you would type into that file anyway. So copy paste the created model thing,
I'm trying to see where it would.
or well, will it?
Crap. Do it again. Now. Oh.
It just yeah. Oh well.
Where's this making this at? Okay.
It doesn't matter. It created a models folder.
No, I can't find it. Oh. That's what I was wondering where it was making this at now. Status string uh and
And
then
sorted in a way that you prefer it,
huh?
right? I said sorted in a way that you would like it to have, because the sorting is irrelevant to the computer, but to you, I would have, for example, status right after the name here. So if you ever debug log it, you see the important parts.
To be identical
Otherwise, it
to
doesn't
the
matter.
document, you mean?
No, no, I meant I would have these 3 lines on top. No, whichever way you like. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just nitpicking here.
Name, status, then status
I
change
would have
one.
ID, name, status, and then everything else. That's my
Oh,
preference at the top, right?
yeah. Well, I think I'll just have it mirror what it says, like the
Yeah, sure, sure. That's another option, to have it exactly as in your database.
let's do it
But
like
since your database is freeform,
now that I'm exporting this, I would now
import it there
into the TS file here.
into your whichever file had needs that. I forgot. Where do we have that,
How would
Annie?
I do that? Huh? Oh, the line doc. This one right here that has the type any. This one right here. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
instead of having any, I want to see if I can put this
Just
interface
put that
as
just
that
put
type.
that interface right here and it'll import it for you. Come on.
Would
Just
I
put
import
the
it right
line.
here? Because I
No,
have to
you
import it
just
somehow.
type no, just instead of any no look. Slow down. Instead of any,
Uh-huh.
just type line doc or whatever the type is named.
Oh, see, I've never done that before. Okay. What would the empty state be? The huh?
And it auto imports shit for you. Well, your empty state uh
See?
no, no. Open parentheses, do an empty object at least. Empty object. But curly open, curly close. That's an empty thing, but because they're all so now you need, what was the default before? A null?
Yes. Any and null.
Oh, so the signal is of type line doc or null. You can put that in as type in there, I think. Can you or can you not?
It's still
And
throwing an
then
error.
yeah, now put null here instead of the curlies.
Now down here,
Yeah,
where I'm setting it at.
there, and that's it. Right.
Oh
Now, what's the
no.
error here?
Is not assignable to parameter of line doc type ID string is missing the follow parameters name status. Wait, what?
Exactly, because it doesn't know what that line snapshot.data is. So now you would need to define where is that data, or what is that?
Okay. What all this has in here is current product and all that stuff. I have to manually type all that out. Oh,
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
what?
Just cast it. Just after the slow down. Before the open curly bracket, here on line 375, before the curly bracket, in
Before it?
front of it,
Oh,
we do a less than sign.
line doc?
Exactly. And just tell it, trust me, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna save it. Is my app gonna break? Oh gosh, my
No,
computer's on fire. Oh, so I guess I test it now?
we haven't done anything. This is this is no. We've written no code,
This
so
is
this
code.
can't break shit. No, we haven't written any code. This does no code.
Okay.
We have just annotated types.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
What it means is, if I tell you this, let's say you change something from a number to a string.
Okay.
What's the problem? I mean, technically, in displaying or this is if you tell it this is not a number, this is a string, and you pass it to HTML. What's the problem? There's no problem. If you tell it this type is, trust me, this is this type, and you know it's this type because you checked it and you know it is this. Yeah, it's more, it's telling TypeScript it is this, but yeah.
Okay.
But all we did is we put types onto things that were already there. This actually generated no new code. This is just information for TypeScript.
Okay.
But in the browser, it compiles to no code at all. Once it gets to your browser, there's no code added for what we did.
Okay.
It's all help TypeScript help you or help check what you're doing. The stuff you did right now
But we
with the
still
line
made
doc.
progress because it's no longer type any.
Yes, but that's all. That is all just for you and for TypeScript to check. This is all just so you know what's in there, and the TypeScript can tell you you put something wrong in there.
To be human
But
readable.
to be readable here. But once TypeScript the code is compiled, there's no code here. There's nothing happening for this
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
Once it's in the browser,
Okay.
there's no these are not checks or anything later on. Just in your IDE and on TypeScript side.
Okay. Okay.
There's basically no types in the well, I'm lying, but
Whoa.
well, almost lied. There are
Whoa.
some types, but
Whoa.
what?
Might as well just say the truth about Santa Claus. Whoa. There's no types. Okay.
Let me tell you the truth about God and
Well.
Zeus and Thor as well.
Well.
We can go on. We can go about Shiva and which one was my
But these are
favorite?
okay,
Ra.
right?
Sorry.
These booleans are okay, right? I can
I
get
mean,
rid of them.
sure. If they are booleans, then sure.
Like that's a type rather than just slapping. Would any work?
Booleans just mean it's a double, it's a 0 or 1, or true or false, or whatever.
Okay, okay.
Of course, any will work instead of anything. Any works for, like I said, A, this is just for you, and B, it's just for TypeScript to allow it to check that, again, you haven't failed it.
I'm realizing how far I've let this go, and I'm scrolling down a little bit more. I was like, okay, okay, like right here, everything looks cool, like TypeScript specific, and it looks good and everything. I'm scrolling down here, and I see all these any's, and I've let this go for far too long.
Well, yeah, the, yeah. There's no. I mean, it's uh, you're you're not. First of all, you're not making a commercial product. Second of all, this is not production. Third of all, nothing wrong. Like, I would worry if this was about something that you had no other means of, like, if this was your life, right? Your life depended on it, or someone's life, or cash was on the line, or someone's future was on the line,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
For now, this is all about you learning, so it doesn't matter. MPV, exactly. What Chicken says is true, unless the minimal viable product already needs to be safe in certain respects. Like, you can't do this shit. You can't do sloppy when it comes to, even if you're doing an MVP for credit cards, uh, right? For credit
Yes.
card processing. There you can't be sloppy, or I don't
Medical.
know. Uh, it doesn't need to be so drastic, right? Anything that would could expose your private data, right? Even if it's just your phone number. Um, yeah, but minimal viable product. If you treat MVP only as a, I will present this, but no one will use it. I don't know what MVP. What? Well, some people say MVP and mean they can use it, but it has little bugs, right? But it's usable, and but. And some people mean MVP as, okay, this is something presentable but not yet usable. So, which what is the MVP in your brain?
Luka Doncic,
Luka Doncic is a minimum viable product.
the
Yeah,
most
I
valuable
agree.
player.
He's no minimal viable product.
Oh, oh. I
That's not
think
this
this
MVP.
is working towards an like a respectable MVP. Even though I've been like coding on it for a while, I think this is basically the MVP.
Yeah, like I said, but you don't. There's nothing. Like I said, like Chicken said, there's nothing you need to worry about here too much, right? There's no money on the line. There's no. You can't really lose data. The important part is, for example, what we bugged you about. Make your database secure so third people cannot just remotely delete everything. That would be shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, delete everything. It would be horrible. Um, and if your code doesn't do any deletions, otherwise, for example, in my when I have certain things that I do, I have no delete button on certain things. There's no code to delete certain things. Even I haven't even written test code to try and delete certain things because I know it cannot. There's no fucking way this is ever gonna be deleted, right? Unless we need to save space after 20 years of saving data. But there's no reason to delete like, for example, on Amazon, a customer's order. So there's never needs to be any code to delete, and you can't by mistake call that code or whatever, or someone else. Yes.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Don't be okay.
I'm
What's the
realizing
next
how
thing
much
good?
I need to do. That's like not really like
No.
making a new feature. It's just like fixing everything that I've done so far.
No. no. It's more. It's only. Don't overdo it. There's no, like I told you at the start. That's all your preference. Okay, and only when you have time, and only when all this refactoring only goes down to, does it make sense? For example, these lines being any, and products being any, and problems being any. Who cares? It works.
You guys care,
Uh,
and then you judge me.
no, 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 no. It's chicken judges you, mocks you, but only in, this is only just this is partially trolling in an MVP, right? If you if you ever decide to do this, to promote this, to sell it, then exactly, there you go. See, uh, the point is, once you want to sell this, it's good for you to have good types, because then you can maintain it.
Okay.
When someone comes to you and tells you we need a new field or whatever, how would you know? If you look at this code now and see lines any, you don't, I'd have no fucking clue what's in there. If you hire, let's say this thing gets big and you want to hire a second developer, and you tell him, yeah, just look at the lines. What is lines? It's just any, whatever. you know, those are the things. yeah.
Okay. Okay.
In your
Okay.
case, I would, the refactoring, take it more. In your realistic case, I would take it more into, um, if you ever see yourself repeating code, like getting a list of lines,
Mm-hmm.
and if you do it over and over, and if you each time write 50 lines for that, and oh my god, I made him cry.
Like right here.
No, you were you're just tired. I'm joking.
I keep on doing this probably in like a majority of of the files, but I'm doing it differently every single time. Unfortunately, and I don't mean to do it. I think it can be fixed, but
Oh, this is how you get your lines, I guess.
like
But
okay,
well,
it's so small, but
again,
I'm doing it in so many different lines or so many different
yeah,
files. You know?
it, it's one thing if it, so, like Chicken says, 3 lines, no problem. There would be a problem is if there was a huge room for mistake here, but these 3 lines are so easy. There's there's no room for misspelling, mistakes, whatever. It's fine. If you were doing, I don't know what else you do repeatedly, but if you were doing, um, yeah, 10 lines, you start there,
I,
around there.
that okay, what I'm looking at right here is yes, 3, 3, and then like more than 3. Like this is probably something that I should refactor into something because I'm gonna be looking at the problems in 2 different areas. Like say for example, right here, I'm looking at the problems here and here. And these are
Yeah,
both
if you,
using the problems collection.
sure, if you, yeah, if you, yeah, that would be then a good thing to do, right? If you fetch problems and you do a lot of stuff on it.
Mhm.
But then again, where, uh,
Yeah. That's what I plan on doing, Mr. Chicken.
yeah,
I also don't know how Copilot or not Claude did this, but I love it. Well, wait, I may not refactor all of this. I'm just gonna refactor the what is that called? The retrieval of
what
it
do you want?
from the
Do you want me
database.
to explain to you the sort thing?
The sort?
It
Oh,
all it did down there is sort them.
no,
It
no, no. I don't want my head to explode right now.
No, it's nothing. Just rename A and B to we're if you go down to line whatever that was 200 something. 168. Rename A and B to first and second, or one and whatever. Those are just two problems, different ones.
Mm-hmm.
If A and B is okay for you, it's fine. Well, no, don't do first and second. My bad, bad choice, bad choice. Mm.
The naming is kind of arbitrary, though, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about readability, but first and second is bad because it implies that it's first in the list or whatever.
Oh,
So just two random problems in the list, and it just compares them and it sorts them. Basically, what the sort method does, it gives you two. It's not random ones, but doesn't matter for you. You can think of them as two. You get two random problems, and you just tell it in which order they should be there.
okay.
Right, and what you uh, basically you give it the severity order of each one.
Okay. Hmm.
That's all you do. If you wanted to sort numbers, you would just return the bigger one and the smaller one and the bigger one. But because here you're sorting by severity, you need to. Uh, what are we returning here? Even I don't even see the code here.
You're returning whichever one. You're mapping through
Is
all of the
more
problems,
severe.
and you're
We're
returning each time which one is the highest one.
highest severity, right? That's why there's a minus there. If you see, there's a
Mm-hmm.
minus between those two, and you're subtracting one severity from another, let's say 3 from 2. And if you get a bigger number, it means sort the A higher. If it's a negative number, sort B before A. And if they're equal, then A and B are all equal. That's why there's a minus in between. And you're basically getting two numbers, subtracting them,
Over and
and the
over.
severity order is up top. Low is 1, medium is
Yeah.
2, high is 3. So if I pass you a 3 and a 1, you subtract 3 from 1 and whatever, and it sorts.
Yeah.
That's how sort works. It's very simple.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. I'll say this. For the next few streams, it's gonna be very, very boring
You always
because
say that, but I'm always having fun here.
the thing is that I'm just gonna be finding things to refactor, like within reason. But I'm gonna like be finding like data retrieval things to refactor. Hey, what's up, Mystic? Harry. Um,
What would be better in your case instead of refactoring is because you're concerned about your reads. To me, refactoring is fun, and as Chicken said, yeah, because refactoring also does another thing. It teaches you how many, because you've done the same code in many places, you see how you've done it differently, and then you can think about why is it different? Which one is better? Why is which one worse? What? Okay.
thank you, Mr. Chicken.
Also,
I wonder what caused him to thank you. Wait, I didn't do anything special. What the heck?
you always do special.
Thank
You
you.
are always special, you liar.
Also, Mr. Chicken, if you
What
want
do you
a
miss?
or an emote made, let me know.
Also, Mr. Chicken, if you wanna just give Kenneth your credit card number, he's also has an OnlyFans account.
You know what's crazy?
And
That y'all have social
yeah,
security numbers, but it's not as private as ours.
no, I can totally give out my credit card number because I need to fingerprint before I do it.
But isn't it true that like in Europe you have like basically ID numbers, but it's just public knowledge to everyone?
It can be. The problem is the problem Yeah, but the problem is that the problem is not security. Um, the problem is in banks, the people. Like all security, major problem is people.
Mm-hmm.
If I have your card and I call the bank and I say, "Hey, this is Kenneth. I totally forgot, and I need for my grandma is so sick. I need you to get from my credit card number. This is the number." And if there's a stupid bank employee and believes you, right,
Mm-hmm.
then you're screwed anyway. It doesn't matter how good the security is. Uh, yeah, what they said. But so the major security flaws are always in if someone can exploit the person, if the bank doesn't care and educate their Mr. Chicken. Sure, but if I can get 10K in 3 hours, I'll do it for Kenneth's card.
Wait, Harry,
Being
why isn't it super important? I'm trying to figure out why national or insurance wouldn't be important. I mean, we don't
national
have national
insurance,
insurance.
if you have a national insurance number, first off, well, over here we have cards, so they always scan them and they know your name and they know who you are and they know your birth date. So it wouldn't fly to use mine on my mom's. And then again, everyone's insured anyway, so you have to be, and it's cheap. So that nobody would try and scam you for that. It's not like we're dealing with hundreds of thousands.
But you guys don't have to like worry about like insurance fraud or like identity fraud.
insurance insurance fraud is a different thing. Insurance fraud is if someone robs me and I tell them they robbed my precious $3 billion car.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah. So that's insurance fraud, right? That's a different thing. That then you would have to prove that you own the car or whatever, and that's again back to the human, if they believe you or they check it or not. Or what is insurance fraud in your case, other than me misrepresenting what happened? What, and also why would I do it for small petty things like a broken knee, where the X-ray is free, the whatever is free. So
Have person number, which is it just says who you are, but isn't any kind of authentication or a proper
oh yeah,
ID
we
card.
have that too. We have that too, chicken. We have
Oh.
our, which is we don't have the same format, but we have a similar format. We have our maybe if you check chicken, maybe yours is similar to ours. Our last 3 digits, no, before the last three, there's a gender encoded as well.
Hmm. Cause it's
So
more or
yeah,
less like a birth certificate.
no, that's a separate thing. But yeah, it tells you your national ID basically.
Uh,
Well, check the format of your person number.
that's progressive. It
You
was
get
crazy.
born, you get an ID.
In America, we would probably deem that to be progressive, but like in
No,
other
you would
places,
deem
that's
it
just
to
life.
be no. For you, you would deem it intrusion into privacy because I don't know what reason. But I've seen people in US complaining that they have to have a ID card for voting, for example. Here it's normal. When I go vote, I will give them my uh, uh, passport or personal, what do you call it, ID card,
Well,
because they know who can vote, and they check on a list, is that name, surname, and the ID card has my picture, and they look at me and they look at the card and say, "Ah, that's you."
well,
So I can't send my grandma to vote for me, or I can't vote for my granddad or whatever.
over here they kind of don't they do care, but they don't care, but the reason that they don't care is because they're getting like paid to do stuff like that. And that is actually kind of a big problem over here.
See, I don't see a reason. I don't see why someone else should be able to vote for me if I can go vote but not show any. How does that work? If I don't show my ID, how do I
Because our
not?
politics are a little bit more money driven.
No, no. I'm asking how can that even work? I'm just practical ways of how do they prevent you for voting 5 times?
There's also voting by mail. You don't have to go to a booth.
Sure, sure. But I'm asking how can they prevent you for voting twice if they don't know who you are?
How can they prevent you? Oh yeah, you can't vote twice
How? By
because
what means?
once your application, like say for example, like
No, how do they check? How do they know?
because it has your social security whatever on your voter ballot. So if there's
What?
two ballots with the same voter ID number,
Wait, your vote, your ballot is tied to your name? That's
you're
even worse. So it's not an anonymous vote?
no,
What?
no.
But how do they wait? How do you get your ballot?
You have to show identification.
Oh, so you do have to show identification.
Yes,
So so it, wait, wasn't it like they were some people were against? Didn't I read that in the news that some people were against you having to show an ID card to vote?
because they are committing voter fraud.
I'm confused now because I thought in some places you don't have to show your ID to vote.
You used to didn't have to, but now you
Oh,
do.
but oh, now you do. Okay.
Yes,
Well, that's a different thing. The crazy people are against everything. No, I'm not talking about that, Mr. Chicken. I was think uh interest. Well, okay. I totally agree with you having to show your ID. I don't know why your ID would be on the ballot. That is horrible.
why?
Because your vote can is not anonymous. Your vote cannot be tied to anything. Your vote is your anonymous vote.
Why?
Here, what you do is you have a. What do you mean? Why?
Why would?
Because nobody ever can go check what you voted for.
Why is that important?
Why is that important?
Yes. Yeah.
Because if because if I'm in an evil dictatorship, which your country is turning into, I have a secret employee who will tell me what you voted for, and then I'll go beat up your family if you didn't vote the way I want to vote you to vote for. Because I know your ID and I know what you voted for, and you better vote the way I tell you, or whatever. I mean, there's other reasons.
I'm sorry.
there
What?
are there are places where people care about a
Huh?
vote needs to be anonymous, and it is in Europe.
I think that it
It,
doesn't
there is
matter,
no way. Yes, there is no fucking way you can know what I voted for.
but that's none of my concern.
It is.
The only way someone hold up. I don't understand the only way someone knows who you vote for is yeah.
Let's not turn this into a class about a reality. You should, for if to educate yourself, is just Google why anonymous voting is important. That
Oh wait, I
there's a
forgot. Y'all had like
reason.
a world war over it, didn't y'all?
No, no, believe me, it's important. You just have not thought about it.
They know everything about you anyways.
Sorry?
They know everything about you anyways.
That's not about knowing about me.
Could they not determine like based off of like your search history or like your place of residence and stuff like that? Couldn't they kind of
Why would
assume
they?
who you voted for?
No, no, not not even. Why? What do you do? Do all the people? Oh, plus you live in a two-party system,
Yeah,
which means you only have to pick between an idiot and a sane person right now.
a
So,
douche and a turd sandwich.
uh, sure. So it's a bit different here, where I could have voted for 8 people. It's a bit difficult, but still.
Wait, wait.
Hmm?
This is our voting system.
No, no, don't worry. I watched South Park enough.
Oh,
But personally, third sandwich is always worse because what is a douche? It it won't make you ill if you eat it. Third sandwich though, ew.
they're both bad.
No, why? Why would they both be bad? They just do okay. So ignore the common like phrase of calling someone a douche because it just means idiot. But just going from the thing itself, a third sandwich is worse, right? Would you eat it?
How can you eat what?
Well, if you're forced to pick between one of those, I would never in my life. If
That's
you're
like saying
forced to
eating
pick,
rocks. You can't eat rocks,
what do you mean? You can eat a third sandwich.
but you can't eat a rock. You can't eat plastic.
Why are you talking about plastic now? The douche is not for eating.
What you just said, if somebody gave you an ultimatum to choose between the two to eat, you can't eat the
No,
other one.
not between the two to eat. The two are whatever they're made for, right? The sandwich is made for eating. The douche is not made for eating.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if you offer me eat a third sandwich or use a douche, I mean, uh, sure, I will pick gladly, not the third sandwich.
Okay. All right. All right. You win. You win. I guess you won the vote. I guess you're
I
president
mean,
now.
is it not true?
You're not wrong.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a very bad choice. Except, except, yeah, whatever.
Oh, thank you, Harry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, also, Harry, I'm trying to be a better human being about this. I'm gonna be more active in the Discord. I think I've been a little bit
Nice.
more active. I think I have. But yeah. Yeah.
And where's the cat also?
The
Where has
cat?
our cat gone?
Chat.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean chat. I meant the
Oh.
cat. Black cat. But chat, yeah, also.
What does this mean? Oh gosh. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what compute it means. Create a compounded expression that reads the value input. What? Wait, could this be used for prompts? What?
No, it just means computed just means it's you compose other things. You have the value that's input, and you mix it with some other value or create a structure out of it, right? You could do an object. You could do computed curly open ID colon this value and have a return value as a object instead of a what is this string, let's say. Or you could compute the sentence. The slider's value is blah, as they do here. Right? The value normally would be, let's say, Kenneth or the number 1, but you get a whole sentence
Hmm.
as the label, as the value.
But say if it's 0. Well, say if it's like 2.
Yeah.
Could you not in here be like 2 times 2? And that's technically an expression?
Where would you be 2 times 2?
Like, say if this right
Where
here,
you would you put 2 times 2?
huh?
Where would you put 2 times 2 instead of the 0?
Right here. Like,
Oh,
it would
sorry, the
be
delay.
2 times this dot value.
Sure.
So I can make an entire function right here. In this.
Yeah, that's the point. It is a function. Look, it is a function.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's confusing.
Each time you change the value, this function is called, and whatever comes out is now the label. For example, in this case, it's a label, but you could have a whatever.
So it's a
Let's
it's a
say,
signal.
let's say it's better. No, it's let's do it the other way around. Let's imagine in your case you have your units in the UI all Fahrenheit, right? But you actually wanted in your database to use sane units and use Celsius. So your input would be Fahrenheit, and your actual input would be a computed uh, conversion. The function here would be to Celsius. So you would never ever see Fahrenheit in your code, actually, right? Because it automatically converts for you to Celsius.
In my code on the front end.
In your front end, the people see whatever you let them see, right? In your case, Fahrenheit. But in
Okay.
your code, what you're dealing with, you're only dealing with sane units, or let's say Kelvin, whatever.
Hmm.
You want to have it uniform. And then the front end can be, here's a conversion factor, and the front end can be for multiple cultures. Like if your people are using it in the US, they do Fahrenheit. If the people exactly, no, but the front end can be Fahrenheit or Celsius or some other unit if you're in a weird country. And then here, your computed just does this value times and a conversion factor between whatever. And you only don't even look at what the actual input is. You only look at what the converted stuff is, right?
Hmm.
That's one use of it. Apart from this, uh, this is for a feedback, right? This is just to say that you've picked 50
Hmm.
on a slider.
Okay.
Or you could do, what else could you do? Could do many things.
I'll be honest. All these programming concepts today, my brain is kind of fried. I want to refactor things
So when are you flying over?
next year. I just don't know what I'm gonna do next year or where I'm gonna go. I need to find something that's interesting next year.
Everything is interesting if you've never been outside. It's like, imagine you've never left your apartment, which I guess you didn't.
But I have everything in my apartment.
Exactly. Imagine you've not seen anything but your cat in your whole life. So it doesn't matter where you go, it's always going to be interesting.
Requires a lot of walking, so start. Oh yeah, I've been in New York before, so like I think I'm ready.
It doesn't require a lot of walking. You can take the bus or trams or whatever the local means of.
But you just said, well, Chicken just said that Interrail is for poor people.
Well, sure, because I mean, nah, he
You said it
didn't,
was
but
insane.
no, it's good. He meant good.
Huh?
Uh, so Interrail is nice because you can visit a lot of countries on the cheap instead of uh also it's easier because you get it's more consolidated because you know which trains you can pick and which lines and whatnot. It's like a app
Oh.
as well. It helps you a bit. Yeah.
I read it
See?
incorrectly. I thought you said it's insane. It's an insane way to travel in a negative
Yeah.
way.
You always take everything negative.
Well,
And Mr. Chicken is just bursting with positivity all this time.
really,
Ex-
concerning
Except when it
Americans.
comes, yeah, that's positivity. We need to change the US for the better. That is positivity.
So calling someone that doesn't use Celsius an insane person, that's
Yeah.
emitting positivity.
No. Yes. We want you to get better. We
I'm never using
want you
Celsius in
to
America.
get
It makes no sense.
we want we want you to be sane.
Man.
Am I right, Chicken? This is all positivity streaming out of Mr. Chicken and me. It's like when you meet someone and you see your coworker trying to put their hand into a mold, right?
Into a
The
what?
fact that you will into the mold in your factory,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just before you want to close it, if you hit them to or punch them to move them out of the way quickly because it's closing, you're not hurting them because you hate them. That's for their own good, right? Exactly. What Chicken said. And even if you push them and they fall over, it's better than
So an
living without
accident
a
at
hand.
work caused by
No,
you
no,
is
no, 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 no. You
better.
prevented them losing their hand. You just push them out of the way quickly because you want good for them. Because you don't want the mold to press down and create what would come out a cooling element out of their hand.
Celsius makes no sense.
However, if you want that, if you want a meaty cooling element, that's fine.
Celsius doesn't make sense because it doesn't make sense like how 35 is drastically different than 34.
No,
That
it's
doesn't
not
make sense.
drastically different. We already have had this conversation. There's no way you can feel a Celsius difference. The same way you cannot feel a Celsius difference in Fahrenheit. Can you feel a degree difference in Fahrenheit? You can't.
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes.
No, you can't.
It's
If
more
I put you in a
specific.
no, if I put you in a room that's 50 and a room that's 51, you will not be
I
able to
can
tell
tell.
me. No,
Especially me because I'm skinny. I can tell.
no, no. I don't know which temperatures I picked though. Sorry if I picked something around freezing because I don't know where freezing is, but there is absolutely no fucking way you can tell a degree difference in any scale, in any of those scales.
You know what? I'm willing to bet money that I can
Yeah,
tell the difference between a 50-degree room and a
you
51-degree
cannot.
room. I'm willing to bet
You
money.
sure? Okay, let's bet. But we do it. We have to do a proper double blind
Okay,
test.
cool. I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. How
It's crazy that Mr.
you
Chicken's been
have
here since I've been at like since I've moved from my
you
house.
you have already lost, but if you wanna really do the test, I advise you to pick a low number somewhere in cents.
If I get it wrong, my way back to America, one of the chat has to pay for my ticket. Deal, deal.
If you get it wrong, we
Wait, wait,
have
wait,
to
wait, wait,
pay.
wait. If I get it right, if I get it right, if I get it right,
He's already trying to. He's already trying to sneak out. He's already.
Albania. Wait, where's Albania at? Isn't Albania in New
Yeah,
York? Mm.
that's Albany, by the way. Even I know that.
Oh, it's right next to Macedonia.
Yeah,
Does this
yeah,
have a
yeah.
beautiful coastline?
Yes, it does.
It
So I
doesn't
don't
start
know
to get
why,
like
like a
brown or
beautiful
anything.
coastline for him. Albania is very popular destination for tourism right now.
Really?
Yeah, the coastline, of course. If
Mm.
well, let's say it like this: if you lose, we drop you in the middle of Detroit in a slum somewhere.
All of Detroit is a slum.
There you go. We drop you off in the slummiest part of Detroit, and you
Just
have to walk home.
in Detroit. Okay. How do you know
You have
about
to walk
Detroit?
because we're European.
I don't know about European cities.
Eh, Yeah, but yeah,
And I'll be honest,
no.
we kind of name all of our cities based off of European cities.
No,
So,
do you have a Nancy? Look at that above your cursor. There's
what?
Nancy. No, 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 just go up. No, no, no. Don't move around the map. Top, higher up.
Nancy?
Yeah, there's Nancy there. There.
What about it?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you have a Nancy in the U.S.?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Um,
You know why? You know why they named it Sweden Valley? Because it reminded them so much of Sweden. The same polar bears, the
does that technically
same.
count as Sweden if I go to Sweden Valley? Does that technically count?
No,
Oh.
no, no. Not even hypothetically. Not even in your dreams.
Uh, okay. I'm going to pick a file for
Yeah,
next stream to refactor. And I think what I'm going to do is
you already
pick
picked it.
what? Line
Didn't you
reports.
already say the um, problems list?
Oh, I was talking about how I'm retrieving the data from the database. All these
Yeah.
collections and observables and everything. That's what I'm. Well, I could start there too. Yeah.
Well, only because you said you do that. You already know you do that in a couple of files.
Yeah.
So that's a good starting point. All right.
Crap. And this would just be called like get problems, get lines, get whatever, get products.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. The
Okay.
ones that make sense, of course. You don't like Chicken said, and I agree. 3 lines is not worth it. 3 lines is nice. It's here. You can change it when you need it, whatever you see it. But like this whole mess of things.
Mhm.
If this is repeated, what I'm seeing now on the screen, then look at Kenny sleeping.
Okay. Fine. Well, with that being said, I think I might get off.
I bored you to death.
Huh?
I bored you to death.
No. No. It's just that my brain is fried. Long lines, that's also a good one to take care of if you have any.
Nah, he doesn't.
I think Claude kind of
But
kept all my stuff to a minimum.
another thing to uh, that's very related to chickens. Long lines also very deep nesting. So if you have a
like this.
curly, and then another inside, and another if, and another if, and another if.
Well, that's just bad programming.
I mean, sometimes it happens, but sometimes it can become unreadable. Sometimes it's okay.
Mm.
That's, I mean, you can treat that as a long line, right? Um, but again, so if you sort these remedies a lot, then make a function sort remedies or whatever, or sort problems by severity. Have a function. Much voice. Much voice. It's
Fine.
much voice.
Fine. Oh well.
Well, unless a line goes like 500 characters off of the right,
I want to make one
then
day. Just a
a who?
line that's like not even human readable, and like
Well,
I
you
think
have,
that'll
if
prove
you
that
look at,
I'm a great programmer.
yeah. If you look at the compiled code, it's all one line probably, unless you.
Technically, yes. Yeah. Oh. But I think, yeah, I'm getting old. It's about that time. Yeah. But thank y'all. Thank you. Um, Probably be back tomorrow. So yeah, yeah. This was fun. This was fun. I'll work on it. Bye.